That's the end of the test, Jake.
Perfect.
How do you think you did?
I think I passed.
You think you passed?
I do.
Today we have Jake, who's going to attempt to pass a driving test with me. Yeah. Any of you that do want to take part in one of these mock tests and want me to test out your driving, all you need to do is drop a message on Instagram at DGN Driving, and you'll be selected from there. Right then, Jake, could you tell us a bit about your driving?
Yeah, so recent history, I've had about 3 hours worth of lessons. Passed my theory test recently, first time this time around. I did have some driving lessons when I was younger, about 10 years ago.
Okay. Because I was thinking when you said 3 hours, yeah?
Yeah, so when I was younger, I had a block of about 10 lessons for my 17th birthday, and then after that did maybe another 10 hours as well.
Right, you reckon you're going to pass today?
We will see.
Oh, you did tell me something, which so I picked Jacob from the train station, yeah, and on the way here, I was just we were talking about the clutch or something. He goes, I've actually never stalled, so I find that kind of hard to believe. In any of your lessons, you never stalled when you had your lesson.
Not yet, we'll see.
Okay, right. Any questions before we start?
No.
So,
good.
I won't say anything if you do make a fault. We'll talk about the faults at the end, yeah?
Yeah,
okay.
Perfect.
And for those of you watching, if Jake does make a fault, any minor faults will be highlighted in amber text, and any serious faults will be in red text. Are we ready?
Absolutely.
Okay, move off whenever you're ready, please. You need to press the brake as well. That's it.
Okay, perfect.
Jake carries out good observations before moving off but doesn't signal. If there's no one around, then a signal isn't necessary, but there's a vehicle parked in front with people in it and there's a pedestrian nearby. So in this situation, a signal would be necessary.
At the end of the road, turn right, please.
This junction is really busy, so it takes us about 2 minutes until there's a safe gap for us to emerge out. I find that after waiting around 30 seconds, most learners start feeling the pressure of holding up traffic behind. This is when they decide to emerge out when it isn't safe. Jake shows good patience and doesn't rush.
Busy road this one.
That's half of the test gone.
Yeah, pretty much.
At the traffic lights, turn left, please.
When turning left onto this carriageway, Jake steers slightly wide, not following the curb. After entering the carriageway, he builds up speed well, but not as fast as this guy that overtakes us. We do meet again at the lights. Don't you just love you when that happens? When moving off in traffic, you should check the side mirrors to look out for any cyclists. Jake checks the mirror as well. When checking the mirror to look for a safe gap to change lanes, Jake stares in the mirror, which means he isn't looking ahead. This leads to him drifting to the left and getting quite close to the curb.
Bit sharp on that one.
And if you could park up anywhere safe on the left, please.
When parking up, Jake blocks part of a driveway. Always look out for the dropped curb and do not park there.
Okay, and move off when you're ready, please.
Again, when moving off, Jake should have signalled as there was an oncoming vehicle.
End of the road, turn left, please.
Jake shows good control at this uphill junction and doesn't stall. Just like he said, he's never stalled, but that's about to change. Before we see Jake stalling for the first ever time, twice, here's a short clip of the ultimate driving course. My course for learner drivers to help them save time and money on driving lessons.
Hooray! So this course really filled my knowledge gaps and I became more confident.
My ultimate driving course consists of over 50 easy to understand, precise videos covering every single topic required to pass the driving test. These are practical videos demonstrating everything from moving and stopping a vehicle to all the maneuvers plus every other module. So if you're lacking in knowledge on a certain topic, or maybe your driving instructor hasn't covered everything on your lessons, then this course has it covered. Just watch the relevant video before your driving lesson, which means you'll get into the car knowing exactly what to do. This will definitely save time on your lessons. Now this is a downhill road, which means it's easier to move off and more difficult to stall unless you've selected the wrong gear. Jake has selected first gear but still stalls. The reason why he stalled is explained after we move off.
Thank you, and move off when you're ready.
Stored it. As if. That because not enough gas. Must have been downhill as well.
Turn right, please. I'm not going to class that as a proper stall, but yeah, you did stall, yeah. It wasn't because of bad clutch control. Because your parking brake was still on. Obviously, I don't think you've used electronic parking brake before.
It's the one in my most recent learner driver car, but I've not really had a chance to use it yet. It's only been when on pickup essentially. Yeah, that doesn't count.
So you've either got to get the biting point and press the accelerator, Or if you want to do it manually, you have to have your foot on the brake to release it.
Okay. I didn't put my foot on the brake to take it off.
Turn
That's
right. But yeah, you did still.
When turning right, there is no oncoming traffic, so Jake should continue in second gear. He selects first.
Gutted.
If you could just park up on the left behind this grey car, please.
Now I've asked Jake to park up as we'll be doing the reverse parallel parking maneuver. When stopping, he forgets to put the clutch pedal down, which leads to another stall.
That's fine, just don't worry too much about you clutching.
Clutch. Then I stalled it. It's because you were talking.
He takes his foot off the brake pedal before applying the parking brake, so rolls back.
Sorry. Okay, right. So how does it feel? Your first ever stalls? 2 now.
It's fun. First one wasn't a stall. That one,
Right.
that one was. You can have that free of charge.
Right, if you could use the reverse, use this card to do the reverse parallel parking maneuver.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll pull up next to it and then park fairly close to the curb. Yeah, you can leave a bit more space than this.
Yeah.
Yeah, leave enough space for you to move off. You don't have to finish really close to the car, yeah?
Okay.
Throughout the maneuver, Jake's observations were really good, constantly checking out the back and the right blind spot. Jake does finish a bit far out from the curb. I could have marked this as a serious fault, especially because this was a narrow road, but I marked it as a minor. Jake does reveal he's never done this maneuver before.
Okay. Right, move off whenever you're ready. Just 1 second, let me just get a quick clip of this just to show the viewers. Okay, move off when you're ready.
Moving off from behind another vehicle like we are now is called an angled start. As well as waiting for traffic from behind, you should look out for oncoming vehicles, as we will be going onto their side of the road. Jake moves off when there is an oncoming van. We get quite close to it.
And as soon as you move off, turn right, please.
When emerging out at this junction, Jake takes a risk. There's a vehicle approaching quite fast. I always say that don't ever take a gap when you feel you have to rush. Jake almost stalls trying to move off quickly. In this kind of situation, it's best to be patient and wait, just as Jake showed us earlier.
And after turning left, if you could get
Well, the silver car is.
turn right, please. Yeah.
Okay. As a side note, I've never done the parallel park.
You've never done it?
That was my first one.
No.
Okay. Take that into consideration.
You know I'm not very considerate when I'm watching.
I'm not bothered, don't worry
You've been
about
watching
it.
the videos. Follow signs to Warsaw now.
I don't think Jake realised how close the roundabout was, so I approached it quite fast. After entering the roundabout, instead of keeping to the left, Jake drifts over to the right slightly. I've asked Jake to follow signs to Colsley, which is right third exit. He does this roundabout really well, demonstrating good lane discipline and good observations before changing lanes to exit the roundabout. Jake decides to overtake the bus, which is fine, but as he overtakes, he steers to the left too early and gets too close to the bus. Always think about someone stepping out from in front of the bus. That's 15 minor faults now. That's the maximum allowed on your driving test. One more and it's a fail. The speed limit on this road is 30 miles per hour. There are 20 signs for the road to our left. I'm not sure if these signs confuse Jake, but shortly after passing the signs, he brakes and slows down to 20 miles an hour. He thought the speed limit was 20. If it was clear ahead, then this would have been marked as a serious fault. But because there was traffic ahead, it was marked as a minor. But that doesn't really matter now, as it was the 16th minor, which means Jake has failed. That's the end of the test. Jake did think he had passed.
Thank you. Cancel your signal and switch off the engine, please. That's the end of the test, Jake.
Perfect.
How do you think you did?
I think I failed on my manoeuvre.
Manoeuvre, you know what? It should have been a bit closer. Yeah. Again, I could have failed you for that. I'll let you off with it. Let's say you haven't done it before. Yeah, I marked it as a minor.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay.
Apart from that,
Speed, maybe. There was one point where I think I was in a 20. I did notice it and I did bring it straight back down. So it was pretty.
Did you see signs for a 20 there?
No.
You saw it wasn't a 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm okay then on that, unless I was driving too slow, but I don't think I was.
Nah, because there was traffic building up.
Yeah.
If you'd kept to 20 and the road was clear, that would have been
Then,
a
yeah.
serious.
Okay.
Yeah.
Other than that, I think I passed.
You think you passed?
I do.
You know what? You had no serious fault.
Too many minors.
Yeah. Sorry, mate. You didn't pass.
There
You
we
fell
go.
You had 16 minus.
I'll take that. I'll take that.
Yeah, 16.
So without
One.
the parallel park,
Yeah, parallel park, the stalls.
would have passed it. Stalls, yeah. What were the other minors then? What was
So obviously you can look back at those in the videos. We'll go we'll go through those off camera, yeah.
Okay.
Just to save a bit of time on
Yeah.
the video. But there wasn't any minor that kept happening again and again and again. Yeah, if it does, I'll normally say, yeah, this is a weak area. Let me give you an example. Like here, you parked up wine. First time I should park, you blocked the driveway.
Okay.
It's just silly minors and not putting a signal on to move off when there was a oncoming car.
It's funny because I thought about putting my signal on, and then I looked and I didn't see any cars, so that's why I didn't put it on. Was there?
Yeah, there
we
was.
go. So I didn't see that. That's why.
Yeah. So I just you could call it silly stuff because you showed me you couldn't do it. Yeah. For example, another example is moving off in traffic. You check the side mirrors, but then on a couple of occasions you didn't. You just look in there and you moved off.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm happy.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'll take that. Minors.
Yeah, it was all minors. Like I said, that parallel park for the distance, it could have been a serious.
Yeah. I started to correct it halfway through because I could see I was a bit far.
But even if you are a bit, when you finish up, if you think you're a bit far, just
Pull in a bit.
yeah, go forward.
Yeah.
And sort it. Don't just leave it. Okay. But yeah, so no serious, but you still failed.
Honestly, better than I was hoping for. So,
Well, overall, you're even if you test it in a couple of weeks, it'd be more than ready. You get a good relaxed vibe from you from your driving. It's that one occasion where the van was turning in. There was a car coming quite fast.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a dual carriageway.
the black one.
Yeah, just
yeah.
four lanes.
I did see you look for that.
Yeah, I was like, shouldn't have really taken that. Yeah, but you
Was
didn't
that a
say-
minor still? Was that one?
Mine,
a minor?
yeah, because
for that one.
you know, if it was just one lane or if it was in our lane, luckily he went that way. If he
Yeah.
was turning right and he'd end up coming behind us and braking,
It
that
would have
been
had to,
serious.
even if you'd had to stop for the traffic lights being red.
Yeah, but still,
Yeah.
like we were showing, like there's a bit of luck there
Okay.
involved. Don't risk it,
Fair.
okay?
Yeah.
Because you tried to move off quickly as over
Yeah,
there as
I
well.
did,
You
yeah, I
could,
did.
you know, the way you came off the clutch.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's for anyone watching as well. If there's any gap that you think after rushing quickly take it, don't take it.
Yeah.
Right.
That'd be an easy one.
Jake, thank you very much for coming down to do the mock test. And guys, like always, thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.